Yo, what's going on, guys? So I know it's been a minute since I last made a video, and I'm sure you guys have been wondering like where I've been at, and to be honest, I've just been living life. So today I want to talk about how you can leave America and escape the rat race in the United States. I've been getting a lot of questions on how I was able to leave America and go traveling for upwards of a year. And the reason why I haven't made this video yet is because basically my online fitness business was in the process of like failing. And so the last thing I was going to do is come out with some type of course and like scam my audience out of money to be able to live this type of lifestyle, because that's just not the type of person that I am. And if I do put out a video, I want it to be something that's actually going to help you guys out, point you in the right direction, because that's the type of video that I would want to watch myself. So how is it that you can actually leave the US and go live wherever you want? Now, a lot of people, they recommend just becoming an English teacher. And that's cool, I guess, to do for like a year or two, but I'm someone who's always thinking long term. And as I've been traveling around, seeing how little a lot of the people in these other countries make, it really makes me want to take advantage of my American nationality, being able to make USD, as opposed to just becoming an English teacher, which is super easy, super quick, and making a cool 1,500, maybe 2,000 a month on the higher end, right? Because even though that will get you a cool lifestyle overseas, I want to be able to actually leverage my American nationality, actually make USD, be able to save up a ton of money while saving money overseas and enjoying the culture and so on and so forth. So one of the careers you'll see a lot overseas is software engineers. Now that is an excellent option if you are, I guess, like tech minded. But for me, I'm not really tech minded. I don't think I would enjoy learning how to code and all of that. And so instead of being a digital nomad, I think what is a lot more feasible for a lot of people is first just starting out as a nomad, right? Because when it comes to living this lifestyle, there's levels to this game, right? I would say bronze level is being a nomad, and I'll talk a little bit more about like what that entails. Gold level is probably being like a digital nomad, and then diamond tier, that's like owning your own business, especially like an online business. That would be the best, right? Because you can make money from anywhere. You're not tied down physically to any location, right? But when you're first starting out, being a nomad as opposed to a digital nomad is a very straightforward process, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as we go on. Now, the career path that I'm currently pursuing is something called a merchant mariner. Now, a merchant mariner is essentially someone who works on, a big ass vessel, a big ass ship. You're traversing the ocean, and all you're really doing is ensuring that the cargo on the ship safely gets from one port to another, right? So these guys, they'll live on a ship for 2, 3, 4 months, and then once they get off the ship, they're free for however long they want, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, right? So this is kind of like a contract-based job. You go work on a ship for a set amount of time, and then you can go take off for however long you want if you're working in the union, right? Now, the cool thing about that is that while you're on the ship, you literally have no bills, right? So you're not paying for food, you're not paying for rent, and you can't spend your money, right? Because you're in the middle of the ocean. So this whole time your money is just stacking up. So in my opinion, this is one of the perfect nomad careers that literally anyone can do. There's different ways to get into this industry. What I'm personally doing is I'm going through an apprenticeship program. It's called Piney Point. And basically this is a year-long program. However, there is probably about a year-long wait as well. And so all in all, it's like a 2-year time commitment, right? And so what this is gonna do is once you graduate this apprenticeship program, it's gonna advance you to something called an AB, an able-bodied seaman, right? When you first start out, you start out as an OS, an ordinary seaman. ordinary seamens make around, say 4,000 to 5,000 per month, right? Once you get to AB, you're probably making around 8,000 to 10,000 a month, right? And then the next step above that is going to be a third mate. Now, third mate is where the big money is coming in. These dudes are making like 20, 25,000 a month, right? So normally merchant mariners work about like 6 months out of the year. Some people work more, some people work less, right? Some people work 8 months out of the year. Others choose to work 4 months out of the year, right? And so as you can see, once you get up to that, 20, 25,000 a month mark, well, why would you not only work 4 months out of the year, right? Now, to get to a third mate, it takes a lot of work. It takes 1,000 ADC days. So if you're working 6 months out of the year, that's like a 6-year time commitment. Plus, you have to invest probably around like 40 to 50,000 USD into upgrading your credential, doing all the schooling and tests and whatnot to get to that third mate level. The fast track is to go to an academy, right? You just go to like a 4-year college. And once you graduate that college, you'll get your third mate's license. And for me personally, I was really like teetering back and forth on what I should do, but I just had to like understand my purpose, who I am as a person, and like what I want out of life. And this is not really a career that I would want to do probably the rest of my life. And the reason that is because it can be very, it can put like a lot of stress on your family life, right? Because if you're out to sea for like 6 months, you could be missing, birthdays, weddings, even funerals, right? So it can put a lot of stress on your family life. I potentially might want a family in the future, and this is not really a career that's great for, a family. If you want to go travel around, I think this is probably one of the best careers there is, because you're going to have a lot of money in your bank and you're going to have a lot of free time to literally go do whatever you want, right? So me as a person, I could see myself being a merchant mariner for around 5 to 10 years at the stage I am right now. This is going to allow me to build up money, but also pursue what I really want to do, which is be a successful YouTuber. I'm going to have the time and the money to do so. So seeing as that's my goal, I decided, I'm not going to go to an academy, right? I don't want to, at 25 years old, go to a college and just sit and study for the next 4 years for a career that I might only want to do for 10 years total. Like, it just doesn't really make sense in my particular situation. So yeah, it's just something that you're going to have to weigh the pros and cons of, in terms of what stage at life you're in, if you could see yourself doing this, for the rest of your life. Yeah. Right, so the next career that would allow you to do this as well and to live a nomad lifestyle is something called a travel nurse. From what I have read about travel nursing, basically how this works is you can go get your like associate's degree in nursing, and then in order to become a travel nurse, you have to like actually work as a regular nurse for like 2 years. So all in all, this is like a 4-year time commitment. And then once you work for 2 years as a nurse, then you can go become a travel nurse. And travel nursing is cool because it's another one of those careers where you can kind of work on like a contract basis. You grind hard for, 2, 3, 4 months, and then you can go take off 2, 3, 4 months, right? So it's another one of those careers where you can, grind for a set amount of period and then go take off like a lot of time. And it's not on the ocean, so that's a positive, right? You're still on land, and these people can make pretty good money, right? I've seen some TikToks where they're making like 12,000 a month, which is really good. Another career where you could literally work like 6 months out of the year and then take the other 6 months off and go travel wherever you want. So this is another option you might want to look into. And yeah. Now, a lot of the people that you'll come across overseas are former military, and there's a good reason for that, right? Because when you've been in the military and you've been injured, you can actually apply for something called VA disability. And basically that is you know, a check that you get every single month. If you have permanent and total, you can potentially get that check for the rest of your life. Now how that works is you're given like a percentage. You might be like 50% on disability, or you might be 100%. 100% disability, I believe you get up to like 3,800, somewhere around there per month. And if you're like permanent and total, you literally get that 3,800 every single month for the rest of your life. That's like the purest, truest form of passive income there is. And so, you know, if you're former military, trying to get VA disability is pretty much one of the best ways to be able to live this type of lifestyle. Or if you're younger and you're thinking you might want to be like an officer in the Merchant Mariners, right? You could potentially join the military, do your 4 years, have them pay for your college as a Merchant Mariner, because it's going to be like $120,000 investment. Like, it's serious money, but once you do that, you'll be making like a ton of money as well. Plus, on top of that, you could potentially qualify for a VA disability as well. So I hope these tips were helpful for you guys. If you guys know of any careers that would, you know, allow you to live this type of lifestyle, where you work on like a contract basis to be able to make like a USD and live overseas, or even if you know of like more tech careers that would allow you to do this, definitely drop them in the comments. This is just what I've been able to like gather, and yeah, definitely drop those in the comments. I would be really interested to hear more about careers that would allow you to live this, you know, traveling lifestyle. So yeah guys, I hope that video was helpful for you. You don't have to start out as a digital nomad. You can sort of start at the bottom and climb the ranks, right? Start as just a nomad, right? As like a merchant mariner, and then maybe you learn like a tech skill, or you start a YouTube channel and that takes off, and then you advance to like a digital nomad and quit your other career, right? And then maybe once you're a digital nomad, you create like an online business, you advance to diamond tier, and now you're set, right? So that's just kind of my way of thinking about it, right? You don't have to start as like a digital nomad, especially if you're not tech minded. There's other ways to live this type of lifestyle. And the awesome thing is that you don't have to have like rich parents to go live in Thailand. Like, Thailand is like super affordable. You know, you can live very well off of just, you know, 2,000 a month. So you don't need rich parents, you don't need a trust fund. This is a very feasible goal for anyone really, if you're willing to put in the work. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Keep dreaming while you're awake. Peace.
You ever wonder what it feels like when dreams bleed into real life? Seen scenes from TV get realized. Palm trees, a soft breeze, and chilled ice till tides wash away our problems in the spilled wine.